Hey guys, enter the stars. And this is the lens-shaped Earth. Now what I did was I superimposed the concave Earth model map onto the lens shape. This is the exact shape of the lens at the back of your eye, inside the inner eye, where the lens protrudes into the inner cavity of the eye. What I've done here is I've projected this map, though not exact, onto the surface of this lens. And this is what I was trying to verbally describe to you guys before. This is South America, and because this came from the concave Earth model instead of the convex Earth model, we don't really have a convex Earth model. This is the first map that I'm trying to compose that demonstrates our findings to this point. So we have to use what we have. But if this was done correctly, this South America would protrude down a little more here. You would see Chile protruding down instead of curving back up. We would then see an ice ring of Antarctica around the entire lip, the entire rim of this lens-shaped Earth model. Now, as we zoom out, this is fascinating. This was impressed upon me by the Holy Spirit. This is the equator, and it goes around the lens. People are asking, well, how do we have seasons? How do we have eclipses? How do we have lunar eclipses? It's all here, you guys. This isn't much different than the globe model. It's actually half of a globe smashed down and projected onto this lens. So you get all of the same effects as the sun rotates around the edges of this lens. We have our time zones as it dips behind the edge of this lens and comes back. We have our seasons as the sun goes around on its ring. When it's summer in Antarctica, the sun is rotating around the outermost ring. And the curvature of the lens prevents the people in Antarctica, the Arctic, from seeing the sun. So the summer in Antarctica becomes the winter in the Arctic because they never see the sun in their winter. Weeks and weeks of darkness. All because of the curvature of this lens. And it works perfectly, and that's how we get our seasons. The sun stays on a track for a certain amount of weeks. Then it shifts to inner rings. Now what you're seeing in the night sky, these are the stars, the path of the stars. Time-lapse photography. And I did the best I could to piece this together. It's a little choppy. But when you're standing at the equator, here's the equator here. It goes right through the center of this dome. It's the halfway point from the top to the bottom. That is the equator. And when you're standing there and you look up in the night sky, the stars spin exactly vertically, looking in the middle. And then looking north, they spin clockwise, and then you look south, they spin counterclockwise in your field of view. At the North Pole, the stars spin in a circle, and I've tried to demonstrate that here. Just above the North Pole. Now, what are these yellow rings? This is the amazing part. The yellow rings you see is the path of the sun, because Enoch says the sun rises up through the north to come back in the east, and that it follows a flat trajectory. This is the path of the sun. It is a figure 8. And every 24 hours, the sun goes up through heaven and comes back down and continues its journey. Can you see the truth hiding in plain sight? And so that is my understanding of what the book of Enoch says. And here is the witness. And I'll pan out and tie all this in together. Because the track of the sun mirrors the track of the inner ear. And now you have eyes to see and ears to hear. Take care and be safe, you guys.